Raymond order picker 560 OPC. Alright, so the problem is no communication between the vehicle manager and the traction control amplifier. So key on. Let's wait for it. Self test. Okay, you see it, it's called 5G. Alright, so let me bring it to the front. So, on this truck, this is where your traction controller is, right on the top. Right? And this would be your vehicle manager. So the code is saying that you don't have communication between this and this guy. So, common issues, we've already gone through that. I had another video, same code in the Reach truck, so pretty much it has the same set of relays. We already tested these out, it's not that. Alright, and before it went in, the technician from outside, Road Tech, already swapped the box and already swapped this guy, and still no go. So code 5G all the way. Look at that. Okay, so looking at the schematic for this, so you have your vehicle manager, you have your traction amplifier, and your lip amplifier. So there is no communication. The 5G is between the vehicle manager and your traction manager. So check the output from the relay card, which is right here. The power for that is supposed to come from K3. K3 activates, and we are getting the power up to right here. Okay, so like I said, I've tested it before on a Reach truck, same code. That one turned out to be the relay. The contacts are not making good enough contacts, so that's why you're losing the voltage. This is not the case for this. So what we're going to do right now is go from the beginning. We are going to test out right here, pin number 1 on the traction controller, and see if we get the voltage there. Okay, so right now I got my black lead to the T4 terminal, which is the negative, and my red lead is connected to pin number 1 on the controller side, traction power amplifier. So the expectation for us is when we key on and the relays activate, we should have battery voltage going through that wire. Okay, Tony, key on. Show you right here. So we got 36.4. So coming out there. All right. I'm pretty sure we're gonna hear the code. There you go. 5G. Okay. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, so we know that we are getting the voltage from the relay to B plus K3 on the traction amplifier. So before we went in here, like I said, the controller were already swapped from a known good and still was coding out 5G. So the traction power amplifier and the lip power amplifier are basically the same controller. Alright, so if you look at pin number 11 and 12 here on the traction amplifier, ID1 is connected to B plus K3. Alright, and on the other side, on the left, you can see that pin 11 and 12, there's nothing connected on ID1, but the positive now is connected to pin number 11. So the difference between the two now is ID1 is supposed to tell this controller that I'm being used for traction, and this guy now, because it's ID0, is being told that it is in control of the lip motor. So what we're going to do now is, now we're going to test on pin number 12 on the traction controller. And transfer this. Alright, key up, Tony. So we're key off. Okay, key on again. 0. That's key on. See, it's alive, it's blinking, but you have no voltage going into pin number 12 of the traction control amplifier. Alright, so what we're going to do is this. Key off again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my lead to jump between the two. So this now, on the pin number 1, I'm bypassing that wire and connecting it to pin number 12 right here. So basically from pin 1 to pin 12 on the traction control amplifier. And let's go back here. Okay, let's key on again. And there you go. One more code. Went through the self-test. You step on the dead man. Alright. Try to drive. You heard the click. Everything responds. No more code. So, again, it's a 5G. Same symptom as the Raymond Reach I was working on before. I will post a link on there. I will add the link on the description. And now we just have to figure out where the wire got broken. Okay, so this is the pin number 1 from the controller. And it goes right down here. Right? And pin number 1 goes into right here. There should have been pin number 1. See that moving, right? And it goes back up to the connector. And this one should have been connected to here. See, this has been gutted out for whatever reason, I don't know. Somebody put in a new set of wires. But this one now is supposed to be connected to this guy, which it got pulled out or cut, whatever. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna solder this to here, make a good connection, and then see what happens. So we still have to fix a lot of the wiring here, but for the code itself 5G, so we are gonna fix all these wires. Okay, so right now we key on. We're still hooked up to that line. So the voltage is being transferred over now. Kicked on, no problem. There it is. No code, step on the dead man. There we go. So no more 5G. I'd call that a fix.